All righty, I want to welcome you guys to the P2S compensation plan training. My name is Todd, broadcasting from Southern California. I'm unbelievably excited to be here to present this information to you. Number one, you're going to find out that P2S took a different approach to compensation. For too long, our industry has said, hey, someday, one day down the road, it's going to be great. And we put together a compensation program here, unlike other companies out there. We have a 10X pay plan where you can make meaningful money, month one, meaningful money, month two, bill paying, life-changing kind of money. So I'm excited to kind of, show that to you. But by the way, I do want to give a little commentary, maybe for those of you who have never been involved in our industry, as to, why you might want to be involved in this kind of a company. And it was Warren Buffett, third richest man in the entire planet, who once said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. It was J. Paul Getty who said, I'd rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. And so for most people, we've been taught the wrong model when it comes to getting ahead financially. Most of us were an army of one. If we don't go to work, we don't get paid. And heaven forbid anything should ever happen to us or we got sick, then how would we provide? And so the key is to get leverage. The key is, how do I go out there and get leverage where I have my money making me money? I've got real estate making me money. I own McDonald's. They're making me money. And of course, most of you are like, well, wait a minute. I don't have $1 billion like Warren Buffett to invest. I don't have, millions to buy real estate, and I don't have $1 million to buy McDonald's. And that's where this industry got created. There was a way where you could just tell a few who tell a few, and you could leverage a network that spans the entire globe, earning just a little bit every single day. Well, understand that this industry has grown by leaps and bounds. In fact, the networking industry now is almost 20 times the size of the National Football League here in the United States. That's an industry that does about $10 billion a year. So when you think about networking, the average company pays out 50% commission. So you got close to $100 billion being paid out in the form of supplemental income to help families all across the globe. Well, that's obviously pretty important when you consider that we're now living in what economists call the gig economy. So often eras are defined by the economy of the time. So when we talk about the era of the Industrial Revolution, why do we call it that? Well, that was the era in what we were making steel and cars and factories. And then we called it the Information Age. Why do we call it that? Well, that was the era when we were doing computers and the internet. Well, they're now calling this the gig economy. We're living in the era where 2 million people drive Uber alone. That doesn't even include all the other, Lyft and DoorDash. Now, there's people renting spare bedrooms on Airbnb. People are peddling stuff on eBay and Amazon. People are going on YouTube trying to make videos and monetize that. We're living in an era where people are looking for additional sources of income, extra streams of income. So there's never been a better time in the history of the world to go out and show people something like P2S, the single largest industry in the world, the number one search word on the internet. And obviously, there's one other great thing about our company, because when you look at the network marketing industry, which has been booming, within that industry, you have a lot of great companies, a lot of great products, but it takes a near religious experience to justify the price on some of that stuff. And with us, we're showing people how to buy the product they already want to buy. We're showing them how to buy it in the way they're used to buying it online, and how to buy that product for pennies on the dollar if they're a member of our club, or at least the same price or better if they buy it on yourhotelsite.com. And so here you have the advantage of not changing anyone's buying habit, not changing the way they normally buy it, not asking them to spend more money. And so that's obviously extremely exciting when you look at our kind of a company and how it fits within the industry. So, hey, let's get into our 10X pay plan. Again, we call it 10X because we literally pay out 10 times as much as a lot of other companies in our space. I will show that to you as we go here. But the foundation of our compensation program is the movement of product to end consumers. We call that retail sales. Whether you're selling our $12.95 club, where you earn $5 per month. By the way, you have our hotelsite.com. You have a replicated site. People can go there. They can book on your site the same price or better. There's an amazing loyalty benefit with that for your end consumer. And you make 25% of commission. So whatever the commission is, 25% of that's paid you in the form of actual cash. And the other 20% is given to you in the form of travel, free travel. And whether you're buying airline tickets, cruises, whatever, we're going to kind of force you to go out and have fun in the world. You can also earn money selling our vacation clubs. If you sell the titanium, you're going to make a $10 direct sales bonus. If you sell the platinum, you're going to make a $25 direct sales bonus. And then we also have becoming a travel agent, where you can earn up to 70 to 80% commission if you become the agent and do the work yourself. We start off at 70, work our way toward 80 once you've earned $5,000 in commissions. Or you can refer the sales, let somebody else do the work. And all you got to do is fill out the form, and then they do all the heavy lifting, the quoting and looking at all the research, collecting the paperwork, and you still make 50% commission. And so we make it very, very simple. Now, one of the number one questions anybody asks when they get in business is, hey, what do I got to do to be profitable? What do I got to do to break even? And there's companies in our space where you got to have 20 people, and companies where you got to have 16, some where you got to have 12. Some say if you get 2, who get 2. There's very few who say if you get 4, you're at break even. And there's just a minute number like us, where when you get 3, you are actually in profitability. Now, you can only build 2 legs in our compensation program. And so when you see the diagram here, I got a left leg and a right leg, just like my physical body has a left leg and a right leg. When you bring on that third person, they have to go below one of your first 2. Now, you always get to choose where they go. I can go left or right. I can go deeper. You always get to pinpoint where that person goes, but they have to go below one of your first 2. Now, if you came on board with a platinum and you bring on 3 platinum club memberships, that's going to earn you $4.10 per day times 31 days. You're now earning more than you're spending. The same is true with our titanium club. Hey, come on with the titanium, bring on 3 other people with a titanium membership. You're now earning more than you're spending. Now, you can also get paid incredible leadership bonuses when people are buying the vacation clubs. And so let's say that you went out and sponsored Manny, Mo, and me. Okay. On your first sale, let's say it was a titanium. You made $10. On your second sale, that was a platinum. You made $25. On your third sale, that was me. I bought a platinum. You made $100 on me. Now, let's assume that I also chose to be a partner. And I go out there and I bring on somebody. I'm going to make, it's a platinum sale. I'm going to make 25, but you're going to make 100. I bring on another person. They buy titanium. Hey, I'm going to make 10, but you're going to make $50. My 2 bring on 2. Their 2 bring on 2. And you're going to be popping these $50 bills and $100 bills infinitely deep. I don't care if my team goes 1 million people in a straight line and all of them buy a vacation club. You're either going to earn a $50 bill or a $100 bill off all 1 million. And you're not limited to bringing on just me. You can bring on Julie and Beth and Karen and Sam and Tom. You can be infinitely wide and get paid infinitely deep. And you're continuing to earn these $100 bills and $50 bills on the first 2 of the first 2 into perpetuity. And so it's an incredible way to give you some, just amazing fast start money. Now, going back to the hotelsite.com, you can drive people to your own site where you're earning commissions, but you can also build a team of people around the world. And as people are driving people to their own sites, you can override all of that activity. And so we have, 6 levels of coded money at 3%, and then we have another 5 levels at 1%. And so let's pretend for one moment I'm a 5-star ambassador. Well, that means that I'm picking up, all of the compensation that's potentially available here. And so if you take the 3 times 6, that's 18%, plus another 5%, that's 23% in coded money. If I were then to sponsor you, you are brand new in the business, you drive somebody to your site, they book, you're going to make 25% in the form of cash, 20% in the form of free travel. And guess what? I'm going to make 23% off the booking that took place on your site. Now, once you become a qualified partner, you're going to pick up the 3% code, which means I'm no longer earning 23%. I'm now earning 20% off any activity that happens on your site or any partners that are below you. Now, let's assume you become a 1-star director. Well, now I'm going to earn 17%. So as you move up the ladder, I'm earning a smaller and smaller percentage, but I'm earning that on a bigger and bigger team. Because obviously your team had to get bigger for you to rank up through the system here. And when you start to add up the money here, it can be absolutely incredible. And so if you just had 100 partners and they went out and got 10 customers each, and they did the average booking of $200, and you just had 2 codes. Remember, there's 11 different codes. You only just got 2. You just made $12,000. Hey, let's say your team grows to be 1,000 people, and they get 10 customers each. Again, just 2 codes, $120,000. Your team grows to be 10,000 people. Again, they get 10 customers each, average booking. You only have 1 code, and that's still $600,000. I mean, that little piece I showed you right there is worth more than a lot of companies' entire compensation program. So absolutely incredible. The same is true if you're just referring travel sales. Maybe you got a team of people, and they're calling the help desk, and hey, I got someone that wants to book. They're booking the travel for them. You can override that activity. So if I'm an ambassador and I sponsor you, you're brand new in the business, you refer a sale, you make 50%. But guess what? I just picked up the director code, the 1-star code, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star ambassador. I picked up 6 codes. And so I picked up 10% on that activity, and I can get paid infinitely deep on my organization. So I'm picking up 10%. Let's say that you become a qualified partner. Now I'm going to pick up 9% off you and your team. If you become a 1-star director, I'm going to pick up 8% off you and your team. So again, incredible way to get paid. The same is true with the travel agent commissions. It works in the same way. You can get 70% on the stuff you personally book. We have, again, 6 different codes that go all the way up to ambassador on this particular one. And so all of that adds up in a big, big, big way. Now we have our binary compensation program. So again, you've got a left leg and a right leg, just like your physical body does. If you sponsor Bob on the left, Sue on the right, anyone else you bring on has to go below one of those 2. And as you're building, infinitely deep, all that volume rolls up to you and is going to earn you commissions. So let's assume for one moment that you brought on 4 people and your 4 got 4. Well, that means you've got 8 platinum memberships in your left leg, 8 platinum memberships in your right leg. That in the daily pay is going to get you a $10 per day, $300 per month commission. Now, if you happen to make your first 3 sales in your first 30 days, so I bring on a platinum, a titanium, and another platinum, and I do that in my first 30 days. When I become a 1-star director, again, when I become a 1-star director, at that moment, the company's not only going to pay me $10 a day, they're going to kick in an additional $200 a month bonus because I got 3 in my first 30 days. That means I'm now at $500 per month, plus all the money I'm earning from people going to my hotel site, the hotelsite.com, plus any travel commissions that I'm booking, plus overrides on travel commissions other people are booking, plus all those $50 bills and $100 bills I showed you just a moment ago. I mean, my income could be $800 a month at this moment. Now, I want you to realize that every other company on the planet that is a 2-legged structure, a binary, if I have 600 in volume on my left leg, 600 in volume on my right leg, and 99% of those pay plans, your check is exactly $60. 60. That is your check. That is not a matter of opinion. That's not a matter of I think. Your check is $60. With us, your check could be $800. And so that's why we call this a 10x pay plan. We've had some people get here to this 1-star director level I'm describing right now. Some have done it in a week. Pretty rare. We've had a bunch do it in a month. We've had people do it in a quarter, and we've had some people never do it. But I'm one of those people I believe that, hey, if some done it in a week and some have done it in a month, obviously this is highly doable. And so, what would life be like, 1 month from now if you had an extra $500, $800 a month coming in? It's life-changing. Now, as I said earlier, you got 4. You helped your 4 get 4. That got you to $500 to $800 a month. Help their 4 get 4. And now you're a 2-star director. Now, there's a little bit of a variable here with the 2-star director. If you're a titanium member, your monthly check is going to be $1,000, here in the United States and Canada, until you get your PSV up to 500. That means I brought on a few more personal people. If I had platinums, 7 platinums would get me there, and now I make the 1,500. So I make $1,000 per month as a titanium club member until I get to 500 PSV. Now, if I start off as a platinum member, or I upgrade to platinum within my first 60 days, when I become a 2-star, I start off at $1,500 a month. I do not have to have 500 PSV. I just have to have at least 200 PSV in order to achieve that rank. And so again, incredible money here. $1,500 a month. By the way, That does not include all the other bonuses. I mean, so your real check could be over $2,000 a month at this level. We've had some people do this in 2 weeks. Some people do it in 2 months. Some people do it in 2 quarters. Of course, some have never done it. And again, I'm one of those people, I believe, that if some are doing it in 2 weeks and some are doing it in 2 months, obviously, getting 25 platinum memberships in the left leg and 25 in the right leg is highly doable. I brought on 4 who got 4, and I'm there. And so what would life be like, 2 months from now with an extra $2,000 or an extra $1,500 a month or even an extra $1,000 per month? I mean, play the smallest amount of money it could possibly be. And it's life-changing. By the way, when you become a 2-star director, we also have a championship ring. We have a men's version, a ladies' version. The picture doesn't do it justice. There's a lot of bling in that ring. I had it made by a jeweler. And then if you can help therefore get 4, you just start to move up through our compensation plan chart here. You can become a 3-star director where you're making $2,100 a day. By the way, you're now car qualified. I'll talk about that in a couple seconds. And then you can become a 4-star director, then an ambassador. And this goes all the way up to $3,200 a day, $96,000 per month, over $1 million per year just in daily pay. That doesn't include all the other kind of bonuses you could be earning. So again, we have a pay plan here where you can earn as much as you want to earn. Now, there are some PSV requirements you want to be aware of. So to become a 1-star director, you have to have 200 PSV. Well, if I bring on 3 platinums, I have 240 PSV. That's not a challenge. But if I'm bringing on all titaniums, I'm going to need 4 titaniums to make sure I have my 200 PSV. Now, to become a 2-star director, I have to have 300 PSV. So again, if I'm doing platinums, I simply need 4 platinums, or I'm going to need 6 titaniums. And then it goes to 400 PSV and then 500 PSV. Now, keep in mind that you don't have to do those until you're moving up through the ranks, which means you're having success, you're making money, you're car qualified. And so, hitting these higher levels is easy to do. It's not hard to do. I mean, the highest level we got is 7 people if you're doing platinums. And that takes you all the way to $3,200 a day. You're fully qualified and the compensation program. We just kind of make you stretch a little bit, go get those 1 or 2 extra people. Here's our car program. Again, this can happen at 3-star director. Some have gotten here in 90 days, some 9 months. When you get there, you get $600 per month toward a dream car, as long as you're making 2 vacation club membership sales, every month. And so they could be titanium club memberships or platinum, either way. But as long as you're selling 2, you're going to get $600 a month toward a dream car. And if you don't want a car, maybe you live in the city, and there's no place to park the car. Then you can just do 2 sales every month and get $300 cash to supplement your lifestyle or supplement your transportation mode wherever you happen to live. And so, I just want to make sure you guys understand that in our pay plan, it's very, very simple. You only have to have 3 personally sponsored people in order to be eligible for leadership and override bonuses. You must have at least 1 personally sponsored person in each leg. You have to have 1 active club membership in the left leg and the right leg, and you must have at least 150 PSV in order to be eligible for leadership bonuses and override bonuses. And so again, it only takes 150 PSV. If I sponsor 3 titaniums, I've achieved that number. Now remember, if I become a 1-star, I need 200 PSV. 2-star, I need 300 PSV. But to get paid initially, it just takes 150 PSV. And as we kind of began our presentation, again, this is all about getting leverage around the world off a group of people that can pay you even while you sleep. Again, that was the famous Warren Buffett quote: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And so I hope you guys enjoyed our quick overview on the compensation program. Again, we've got a program unlike anything out there. There's nobody that pays out more money than us. It's not even close. It's not even the same league. And of course, the great thing with us is we get to make money showing other people how to save money. And I can think of no virtuous way to do it than that. So thanks for being with us, and God bless. Bye, everybody.